We're live. We're live. We're live. All right, everybody. All right, all right, all right. We are live. We are live on the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show on Real Talk 100 Radio, y'all. We got another special guest in the building tonight. But before we get to that special guest, I want to make sure I pay my bills right quick, y'all, because without our sponsors, we are absolutely what? Nothing, y'all. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. So we want y'all to shop. If you have a baby shower coming up, you got to go fishing, you got to go grocery shopping, and you need somewhere to store those babies. You need somewhere to pack all those groceries instead of going upstairs or into your two-story home or into your wherever you're living right now. Instead of going with 100 bags of groceries from Aldi's or Kroger or Randall's or Walmart, put them all in a Wagons Fold. Go to wagonsfoldusa.com, wagonsfoldusa.com. and get your shop on, y'all. And then follow us at Wagons Fold USA on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much, Wagons Fold, for sponsoring Real Talk 100 Radio. Now let's get to it, y'all. Tonight is all about a mini-series that I'm sure I've got to get into the interview in just a second, so he'll probably correct me in a second, y'all. But it's an upcoming mini-series. This mini-series is coming out very, very soon. It's called the Red Box Series. I had the flyer up on the screen a moment ago. I'll put it on there again for those of you who are watching the replay later on. I know y'all are busy. Y'all will be tuning in a few minutes. Here's Red Box, the Red Box Series. Follow the Red Box Series on Instagram and put hashtag the Red Box Series in on Facebook, and everything will come up. Here's another flyer right here. And last but not least, it says chapter 5. I'm going to get into that in just a second. A pool party. He's going to flip out in a minute. I stalked him, y'all. I learned out a lot about this little pool party, y'all. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I wanted to be there. You feel me? But anyway, y'all, let's get to it. This is the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. We are on Instagram and Facebook. We don't utilize that page much, but we still have our show. That is where we began, at After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa, at a different station. Now we have our own station, and we brought our radio show with us. Let's get to it, y'all. The guy on the screen, I'm going to let him introduce himself. What's your name, big dog?
Yo, so my name's Ike, and I am a Houston-based filmmaker, producer, writer,
okay,
all of the above.
Okay.
And it's a pleasure being on the show. It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I've been stalking you, man. You've been all over. You've been
a serial stalker, guys.
Yeah, a serial stalker. That's right. That's right. That's right. When I have people coming in here, man, I would love knowing who you are, what you're about, what makes you tick. I like doing that because sometimes I like asking questions that everybody doesn't ask. So I dig deep. If your mom's on there, your kids, I'm gonna ask you about that. You know what I mean? I didn't see none of that on your page, but just giving you an example. Ike, nice to meet you. And it's a pleasure to have you here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're here to talk about your movie today. Y'all share this video for me. I see y'all coming on in now. Y'all share the video all over the world because the mini-series is coming out. It's called the Red Box Series. Y'all follow the Red Box Series on Instagram and on Facebook. Just put hashtag the Red Box Series. This is the producer and the director. His name is Ike. You can follow him too at Ike360.
Yep, at Ike360 on Instagram.
At Ike360, y'all. Now let's get on into it. I got my notes right here, but I'm gonna let you tell us a little bit about this series. What made you come up with this series, Mike? Ike, excuse me, Ike.
You actually call me Mike, but yeah. I've got that a lot. Well, anyways, so I just have a lot going on in my head. So I just love to think. And I've just always been a creative person ever since I was a kid.
Yes,
sir. I used to do comics. I was a huge cartoon fanatic. And that kind of passion for that kind of translated to something even greater when I got older. So I just started to try films. So I jumped in, I started doing skits, funny videos, and I was on YouTube heavy. You know, I'm still on YouTube, but I was doing YouTube skits, just getting my foot in the door, just trying to be a funny person. I am a funny person, by the way, but
Okay.
I was just creating stuff, and I noticed that like people were resonating with what I was making. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
my fan base was slowly growing, and something told me that this was my calling, and I just kept going. So if something's for you, you just got to see it through. So I just kept going with it, going with it, and I started doing short films soon after that, and I noticed that people were liking it, you know. And I always tell people, if people like what you're selling,
Yes.
keep selling it.
Keep selling it.
And so from short films, I dove in and did this secret project called The Red Box.
Okay.
And this was a COVID baby because we filmed this in 2020. So it started off as a short film and with no intentions of turning it into a series. And then people loved it. People
Okay.
were curious, you know. I left the door open on purpose, but people loved it. And then we just decided to expand it into a whole series. And from one episode grew two, from two grew three,
Yes,
from
sir.
3 grew 4 and 5. So now we have 5 episodes, stroke 2 seasons coming out soon. You got to check it out. It's going to be the greatest show ever. It's going to take over. It might be the next big thing. Humbly.
Yes, sir. I like that. You got to stay humble, man.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being confident in your product either. Is
No, you got to be confident. Confidence is the most important thing. But at the same time, you got to stay humble.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Don't get cocky. And that's one of my problems. I'm borderline cocky, y'all. Borderline cocky when I know what I'm doing. And I'm sure you know what you're doing. How long you been in the game, man, in the movie making game?
So I would say probably about 8 years.
8 years?
And that includes me doing YouTube videos, because I would still consider that my inception, because I was still making content. So I was just trying to put my name out there. I was just trying to learn. So I started off, I wasn't even good at all, but I just had that tenacity of becoming better and becoming the greatest. So I just kept going and going and going and leveling up along the way. You know, my first stuff wasn't my best stuff, but I'm proud that I made it, because that's what made me who I am today. So
there you go. There you go. You got to go through something to get there, don't you?
you
man?
have to.
You got to go through something to get there. So y'all, we're going to play a quick trailer. For those of y'all who are just now tuning in, I want you to see what this interview is talking about at the top of the show. And then I'm going to show another one at the end of the show. This is about the Red Box series. This is the flyer. We want y'all to go and give them a follow on Instagram and Facebook. On Facebook, you might have to put in hashtag the Red Box series and look up all the information that they have. I'm going to ask some pointed questions later on about all of the what do you call them? Not the screenplays, the screenings, where you have people come out, the casting calls that he had. I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes, but these are the flyers that he produced right here.
First 3 episodes.
Yeah. Y'all. Now, here comes the flyer. Here comes the trailer in about 3 seconds. We're going to play the trailer for you. Y'all enjoy this trailer, and we'll be right back on the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. Y'all get ready for this miniseries.
Get ready for it.
I love it. I love just watching. You know how you get ready to watch a movie at AMC Theater somewhere, and you go to Google or you go to YouTube and you watch it? Well, this is the same thing here tonight. We're giving you a sneak peek of the Red Box series. We'll be right back.
Up the Red Box.
What can we do? We have to find it.
I have to do everything that I can to fix my mistake.
It's a race for the box now.
Do you really know what I want, Doctor? Immortality. That's what I want.
I'll get the box, and I can make that happen.
Y'all niggas trying to get a gram or two?
Nah, a half a pound.
Fuck is you talking about? What you need that for?
We need it for a listening party.
Oh, what?
It off camera, man, but that ain't no B-rated ass shit right there, man. That's not B-rated at all, man. That looks like big screen shit already, man. So did this start as a movie idea or a miniseries idea?
So it started off, the first episode was actually supposed to be the only episode. So it wasn't even a series, it was just a short film.
Okay.
And people loved it. So low key, I had no idea of expanding into a series, but people wanted more. So we just kept feeding them. So it went from one episode, and then we just started making more and more and more. And then people were just loving where it was going. So this was made from thin air.
From thin air, man.
Thin air, yeah.
You have quite. If this is thin air, you have quite a mind on you.
Yeah.
Quite an imagination on you. And I applaud you already, man. I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna love it.
Appreciate it.
I already know I'm gonna love it just from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
By the quality, number one, by the actors, because I can't stand a B-rated movie, man. I can't stand it, man. I can't. I just can't do it. You know, the words, they're speaking the words, and the words aren't even
matching their actions.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the hell is this? So no, the feel is awesome. We're talking about the Red Box series. We showed a snippet of the movie, a trailer of the movie just a moment ago. If you're just now tuning in, we're going to show another trailer by the time we end this interview tonight. Y'all put in hashtag the Red Box series on Facebook and look up at the Red Box series on Instagram, and also go to YouTube at the Red Box series, right?
Correct.
Look up this movie. Look up this miniseries. It's coming out when?
Hopefully next month or December.
Okay.
So it's just coming fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either next month or what's going on? Is it a budget thing or?
So it was supposed to come out earlier, but because of budget issues and
Okay.
corrections and things like that, QCs,
Yes, sir.
it was supposed to come out earlier, but now we know that for sure it's coming out before Christmas. So I'll just say Christmas, but expect it earlier than Christmas.
Okay.
So just in time for the holidays.
Just in time for the holidays, the Red Box series is coming out. How many episodes is in this thing?
Good question. Good question. So this series has a weird format. So we'll talk more about the weirdness in a second. But so because we started off as a short film and no one knew where it was going, there's a lot of uncertainty. So the first 3 episodes, well, the first 2 episodes are like about 20-21 minutes.
Okay.
And as you keep watching it keeps getting longer and longer and longer.
Okay.
So episode 4 and 5 are kind of long. So you're gonna sit down and watch it. And you're gonna be like, wow, like this is worth it. It's worth the time. It's incredible.
Awesome, man. It looks incredible. Like I already said, I played a trailer already, but this guy's got all kinds of things going on in this movie. He's got cartel stuff going on. He's got people that working out in the gym and boxing. He's got doctors. He's got pool parties. He's got all kinds of stuff going on in this movie that'll draw you in. I can tell already. Man, look, all kinds of stuff. Let's talk about this pool party scene because I was jealous. And then he's got a flyer right here. He's got a flyer of the pool party. Tell us about this pool party while I show them the flyer.
Okay, so the pool party is actually top secret, but I will tell you a little bit about it. So it is going to be in episode 5, so you're going to have to keep watching. So that scene was something I had to make sure it happened because it's kind of like the backbone of this whole series, because this series is just centered around just randomness. And it's kind of like we started off with the theme of women and, so basically, long story short, this series is supposed to make you feel good. And, women are like the key, You know what I'm saying? So we just have to make sure we did something for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So I custom made sure I had to have that scene because it was gonna sell this series. You know, it just had to happen. It provided that epicness we needed.
Provided epicness. You gotta have them women, don't you, man?
You just have to.
The women come, the men coming right behind them. Ain't that right? Hey,
yeah.
You gotta have some women in your movie, and so the pool party so it's not actually in the miniseries.
No, it is. It's an actual scene.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to talk a lot about it,
Okay.
but just know that it's epic. It's something you can put it on your shelf and just say, yo, this is like a standalone scene. It's just that good. You know, it was a fun day too, and it was quite a story filming it too. It was hard, but you know, everybody did their thing in that scene, and I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of everybody involved.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I was jealous, man, because it was a casting call. I got on your Instagram, I believe. I got on your Instagram or your Facebook. I can't remember where it was, but it said, you know, hey, bring your gals, bring your homegirls, bring everybody. And we just gonna have a party at the pool. And did it go down exactly like you wanted it to?
You want to be honest?
Yes, sir.
I would say yes and no. I would say yes because we got it done, but no because I mean there was hiccups here and there, but that's just how every independent film is. Like nothing is perfect. I tell people nothing is ever going to be perfect, but having a strong team is key. And I have to shout out to my team because without them, we wouldn't even be in this position. So we kind of grew that energy and that bond the more we were filming. We got to predict each other's, you know, abilities, capabilities. We kind of learned each other along the way. So, you know, we all got together and we made sure the scene looked good. And that goes for all the other scenes too. So we just had this strong chemistry, and that's why it looks so good because the team.
This is for your team right here.
Bravo. Everybody did a good job. I am proud. And this is going to go places. This series is going to go places.
The Red Box series is what we're talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not
science
even on
fiction. It's science fiction, by the way.
Science fiction.
Yeah, all that randomness, but it's science fiction. So, and that's something with me. I'm just a random person. I just love to throw random things in the pot and just experiment with it and just come up with something. So this was just something I was just made out of, like I said, thin air. I was just throwing stuff in the pot and it was just working. You know, so the series is gonna feel like you're playing Grand Theft Auto.
Huh.
I know you've played that game before.
Yes, sir.
It's like it feels like you're living, you know, but the thing that separates it from everyone else is there's the object, which is the red box. And we just put that object in the world, and then you just see how everybody reacts when they hear about it, their greed, their desire for it. So it's unique. You know, it has everything. Like you said, it has cartels. We have people with superpowers, spoiler alert. We have treasure hunters, we have rappers, we have singers, we have all sorts of unique characters. So it's like you're watching anime,
okay,
except that it's live action. So it has elements that kids will love, elements that teens will love, adults, grandparents. So everybody can watch it. It's like a general audience kind of show.
Looking at the trailer, I never would have guessed it was sci-fi.
There you see.
So you fooled me already, y'all. Looking at the trailer, I'm gonna go ahead and play the trailer again because I see people tuning in and tuning out, so you can see exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about the miniseries, The Red Box, the Red Box series, y'all. That's what we're talking about. These are the flyers, and we're gonna give you a little teaser right now. We're gonna give you a teaser. The first video we played, I'm gonna play it again right now, and I'm gonna play another one at the end of the interview. Y'all get ready for this miniseries, y'all.
The Red Box.
What can we do? We have to find it.
I have to do everything that I can to fix my mistake.
It's a race for the box now.
really know what I want, Doctor? Immortality. That's what I want.
I'll get the box, and I can make that happen.
Y'all niggas trying to get a gram or two?
Nah, a half a pound.
Fuck is you talking about? What you need that for?
We need it for a listening party.
Oh, what?
Yeah, y'all get ready.
Yeah.
That's gonna be some dope shit, man.
Dope shit.
But sci-fi, he's already
Sci-fi.
thrown a curveball at me already, and I played baseball. I was a hell of a batter in the box, but he just threw me a hell of a curveball that I did not anticipate. Sci-fi. So, have you been a sci-fi fan your whole life?
I would say I was a little bit of everything, but in this situation, I was like, let me try science fiction. So I had no idea this is gonna grow like this. So we just did something, and then it just kind of started growing. So we were like, okay, we're going with sci-fi. But yeah, I do love a lot of science fiction. I love shows and movies that deal with it. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's quite interesting. So, and then I told my team, like, what if we made something science fiction, but just we kept it at a independent level? Because when you're watching science fiction, you're thinking about aliens, explosions, monsters. But I told everyone, I was like, yo, we can do this on a budget, you know? So we were like, okay, red box, and that's it. And that's all the science fiction you need. So we made it work with a small budget.
Small budget.
Yeah,
Got to start small.
you have to.
Got to crawl before you walk, don't you, man? It hurts. It hurts my pride. It hurts my pride. I feel my dad told me at a young age, son, you can't fly. You gotta walk. You gotta crawl. You gotta crawl first, just like a baby.
Yeah,
And whatever game you're in.
exactly.
That's right. That's right. The Red Box series is what we're talking about, y'all. This is Ike, the producer and the director of the miniseries. The miniseries should be out before Christmas, correct?
Yeah, by Christmas or before. I'm thinking it's gonna be out before Christmas, and you can stream it on Tubi before Christmas, and Amazon Prime will probably come a little later, but for sure Tubi for free.
Tubi
So,
for free.
Yeah,
Tubi. It should be on Tubi, y'all, before Christmas. And then, hey, I'm looking for this to turn into a movie at some point.
look, that's the dream. So my dream is for a major network to pick up the concept, you know, because we feel like it's original and we feel like it deserves to be seen. So I told myself, because nowadays everybody is just writing scripts, and they're just, you know, they're just doing that, and a lot of people are doing it. That's a problem. So I was thinking, what if we just took the rights into our own hands and made it into a series, so that way people can visually see what we're trying to create? Because something like this, like even you said, I didn't even know it was science fiction. Of course,
I did.
it's just that detailed. So I felt like we have to go out there and make it and visually make it so people can see it. So it's
Right.
easier to
To
show people and
yes.
pitch it. Yeah,
To visualize.
visualize. Yeah.
That is amazing. I love it. A curveball already, y'all. The Red Box, y'all, is what we're talking about. A mini series. It'll be out on Tubi soon. And I already know my girlfriend's gonna be hooked. She's gonna be hooked. She loves that sci-fi
Yeah.
stuff.
It's actually pretty funny too. It's a comedy as
It's a
well.
comedy too.
Yeah, it's a comedy. You're gonna laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have some real live comedians on the show?
Yes. Yeah. We have probably like a little bit, but everybody is just funny in their own way. Everybody did their thing. It feels like it really feels like you're watching an ensemble of cast, like an ensemble of
A natural
all-star
flow.
cast. Yeah. And everything is natural because everybody's different, but the synergy is next level. Like the connectivity of everybody, it just feels like everything just flows. Nothing is forced. And that's the thing that separates us from a lot of other productions, is that our stuff gels. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Without synergy, you're reaching for straws sometimes. But when you have synergy, everything kind of fits together like a puzzle.
Facts.
Yes, sir. I love
Yes,
it, y'all.
sir.
Love it. This is Ike, everybody. Ike, you have interviewed. I stalked as long as I could. Stalked your page as long as I could. You've interviewed at about 4 different places in the last 2 months. Am I accurate? Or is
Let me
it more
see.
than that?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 4. You know, and honestly, the funny thing is that we had, so all the money went towards filming this because we knew we were sitting on gold. So once we filmed it, it was like, okay, what now? So, you know, now like you said, you got to crawl before you walk. So we're just trying to get on as many platforms as possible and talk about the show. So, you know, the first one was a buddy of mine. They had a podcast. We jumped on it. Cool. The second one was a radio show. I jumped on that one. Things went good. Then the third one was this one guy. He interviewed me. He had his own podcast on Spotify. We did that. And then the most recent one was this one colleague of mine that I met in college. She put me on her own show. So, and this is the 5th one actually. So this is the 5th one in counting. So again, I'm grateful to be on this show, by the way. It's good. It's a great experience.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We
Nice
try
setup.
to thank you, sir. We try to set it up. We want y'all to come in and be like, okay, I'm in the big leagues, you know, and we want to be the next FM radio station. So we think we need to at least start by looking like one.
Exactly.
And so once we mimic their look, we can now mimic their walk. You know,
Yeah.
You gotta mimic who you want to be like. You know, if it's Denzel, if it's the best, if it's Tom Brady, whoever, ladies, if it's, I'm not even gonna bring her up. I almost said if it's Angela Bassett or somebody like that, or Charlize Theron or somebody like that, one of the top actresses, one of the top Jamie Foxx, Robert De Niro, somebody, Rock, or my boy that kicks it with him all the time, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
You want to be like them, you need to start out by mimicking them.
Yep.
The best. Mimic the best of the best who are in your field. That's how I want to word that. The best who are in your field, you need to mimic them so you can be just like them. That's what I try to do. So thank you for being here. And so you've toured. I'm gonna use that word. You've toured several different radio stations. You've been there.
We're on a promo tour right now.
A promo tour.
Barely doing it, barely getting by, but we trying.
Love the movement. You got to get the word out.
By any means.
You got to get the word out by any means necessary if you want to promote yourself. And I love how you're promoting yourself. You're putting yourself out there, and that's the only way to get seen. That's the only way to do it.
And the funny thing is, it's not easy to do. To stand on business.
Yeah.
It's not easy to stand on your work. It's not easy because a lot of people are afraid of criticism. But I'm not. You know, I'll take criticism and be a better person.
There you go. Because it's constructive.
Exactly.
Constructive. You got to take constructive criticism. How do you feel on that subject? On that note, how do you feel about the people who can't take constructive criticism?
This is not the right industry for you. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot of people tell me stuff they didn't like about the Red Box, and you know we originally released it, but then people were like saying stuff that could have been better, and I took that criticism and I went back to the workshop. And I made corrections, and now we were reissuing it as a remastered version, and now it's going to look even better, you know, just from criticism. So I love criticism because it lets me know that people are watching and it can be better, and we want to give everybody the greatest experience ever. That's it.
Love it, man. Went back and put it back in the shop. Went back to the lab on them boys.
Went back to the lab
on them boys and made it better. Yeah. So when you got the constructive criticism, did you go back and look at it and like, they're right?
Okay, so what I do is I like to show a couple people. I always have friends. I text. I'm like, oh, is this good? Could these be better? Because I believe that film is a team effort. I'll never say I did this alone. Even the writing, I had a friend that we both co-wrote it. The latest 2 episodes. You know, I believe in working as a team. So since it's a team sport, you got to make sure people are seeing it and people are reviewing it, because if you put it out from your image alone, people are going to see stuff and they're not going to be happy. So you have to make sure it goes through a couple people.
Right.
And they're telling you, okay, this is what I think should happen. So you got to hear out a lot of opinions and then make your own final opinion. That's just how I am. That's just how we operate around here.
You got to have different perspectives.
Viewpoints. Yeah.
Different viewpoints. So everybody has different viewpoints and vantage points, and you're looking from your own eyes, you're going to see things
exactly, because people have their own heights and viewpoints. They see stuff that I probably don't see.
Right.
And then I sleep on it. I think about it. I'm like, okay, maybe that person is right. And that's what has helped the Red Box become what it is today, because I wasn't afraid to ask for help, and I wasn't afraid to ask for opinions. If that makes sense.
No, it makes plenty of sense.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got to ask for opinions. You got to get other people's opinions, because we're not always right, even though sometimes we think we are. People in your corner that aren't yes men will take you a lot further than that yes man will.
Exactly.
That yes man is going to tell you, oh, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. The whole time it'd be trash. Not necessarily trash, but it has some spots in it that could be better.
Yep.
And I'm not laughing at you, and I'm not crazy. I'm laughing at when I said trash. Do you know who I'm thinking about?
No, I don't know.
I'm thinking about my boy. I'm gonna show you who I'm talking about. He has his own like series on Instagram. His name is Bubba Dub. He's a comedian. You don't know Bubba Dub?
I've never heard about him.
You never heard about him? He has a series. I'm gonna call it a series, and he calls everybody trash. Everybody's trash.
Hey, props. At least he made a series. Props to him.
Yeah. I'm gonna show it to you right quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can't see what I'm talking about right here on our Facebook or YouTube.
He has engagement.
He has plenty of engagement.
Yeah.
He has his own podcast, and he makes fun of LeBron. He don't care who you are. He makes fun of the Cowboys. Let me see. I think this is a good one right here. This is what he. It's crazy. I picked the wrong one though, but he talks about trash all the time. So when I told you trash, I'm trying to find you one where he's talking about trash. Okay, he got the cowboy uniform on.
You want to watch the Lakers.
Okay, he didn't do it on the two I showed you, but follow Bubba Dub, y'all. He talks about trash all the time. So when I was talking to you, I had a thought. He was in the back of my head. Trash.
You know how many people have said that the Red Box is trash, and I just laugh. Like people,
a bunch of people.
Like sometimes you won't even hear it, but you can just tell. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah.
They're gonna do that.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that. Somebody's gonna find something negative. It can be the most positive thing on the planet. They're gonna find the one thing that's bad about it.
Yep. We have a lot of haters. A lot of haters, but just gotta ignore them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You gotta keep stepping tall. Like I like to call it, you gotta keep walking like a proud peacock. You ever seen a peacock?
Just sprouted its feathers
and just walk.
Yeah.
Just walk beautifully.
Yep.
You know how many people, you know how many other peacocks and other birds and animals are talking about the peacock? You think he give a damn? Nope. He or she, nope. You got to keep walking tall.
Just got to stand on business.
Got to stand on business.
Exactly.
Yes,
I love that phrase. It just that's my new motto. Yeah, that's my new motto for sure.
Stand on it.
Yeah.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for what?
Everything.
You'll fall for anything and everything. That's right. That's right. Y'all share this video all over the world. Y'all, this is about a mini series called
The Red Box.
The Red Box. Tell them a little bit about it while I put your flyer up here.
So, The Red Box, it is a science fiction series about a box of powers. The end. I'm just playing. But that's just a simple definition. But the more in-depth definition is The Red Box is a series about this box that has a mysterious power and everybody wants it. So in this show, we have a whole bunch of characters of different backgrounds. Like I said earlier, we have musicians, we have cartel leaders, we have pimps, we have treasure hunters, we have magicians, we have cops. So there's like a lot of characters, and they're in pursuit of this box. So one way or another, some people hear about it, and then now they want it, and then everybody's just going at war with it. So everybody just wants this box because they feel like it can help them with their problems. So, and it's centered around these friends that are musicians, and they're having their own drama, and they're trying to make it in the film, in the music game. So they trying to like just be seen, and they feel like the box is a cheat code to get to that level. And then with that comes a lot of drama, you know. Okay. And then now they're on the run, they're in pursuit, and so on and so forth. So there's just like a lot happening in this series.
So the box is a cheat code.
Basically a cheat code of life. So everybody wants it because they feel like it can help solve their problems. It can give them peace. It's kind of like the ultimate prize. You know what I'm saying? So
kind of like the Lord of the Rings.
Literally.
Everybody's searching for the ring because it solves the problem.
Yeah, and that's why everybody wants the box.
Everybody wants the box. In the red box, it's a miniseries. It should be out on Tubi, y'all.
Christmas.
It should be out on Tubi.
Just in time for the holidays.
Just in time for the holidays. That's what this interview is all about. The red box. Okay, now I have a better visual for what you're doing here. Everybody's searching for this box because the box can fix all of their problems.
Yep.
Something similar to, like I said, the Lord of the Rings. Something similar to, what is the one with Eddie Murphy? I want the knife. Do you remember? You might be too young for that.
I probably am too young for that.
Eddie Murphy made a movie, and everybody was looking for a sword. Somebody help me, and who's viewing. Somebody help me. Eddie Murphy made a movie, and everybody was looking for a particular sword because I think it was a monk's niece had gotten kidnapped. A monk, a Tibetan monk. His niece, I believe, had gotten kidnapped. So in order to get the niece back from the kidnappers ransom was this sword. So the sword was going to fix everything, basically. So that's what this movie's about. This is about a red box. Cartels want it, I guess.
A lot of people want it. There's, you know, and hopefully if we're able to expand it even soon, there's going to be way more characters. So it's just all these different characters from all walks of life want this box, and the box is the ultimate prize, and everybody's just after it.
And you got this idea again. Just rehash for me for a minute. For those who are just now tuning in, you got this red box idea from where?
Just sitting at home, and this, like I said earlier, this was made during COVID, and I was just sitting in my room, and that's how I've made all my other stuff in the past. Just sitting in my room, in my thoughts, thinking, okay, I'm gonna make a video. What am I gonna make it about? What haven't I done? What's creative? What hasn't been done before? So this one was kind of like, okay, it started off as, okay, a guy just robs a girl at her house, and then from there it just kind of developed on his own. So it was made from thin air, and then we just started adding more stuff and developing characters, and it just turned into what it is today.
And this is a guy who's all about, you like all of it, anime. List your inspirations to become a movie producer.
Inspirations. I honestly, the truth is that I always wanted to kind of have my own series, because you know how there's Stranger Things and there's Hunger Games and there's Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wanted to have my own franchise. I was like, if somebody could make those productions,
yes,
like why can't I make mine? So I just wanted to have that one series that's like, okay, this is a whole franchise, you know, like they have Marvel, they have DC. So I was like, what if I made my own bunch of characters? But I have to be unique though.
Right.
So my format is more like everybody wants to box, but instead of having all these superheroes with all these crazy powers, yes, we do have superheroes, but we just keep it on the street level. We keep it on the low, like, you know, we ground everything.
Yes.
So that's how this came about. And then we just started developing it from there.
Gotcha. And you're here in America, all the way from Nigeria?
I'm Nigerian, yes. American-born Nigerian.
Okay.
And I've been to Nigeria.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm a Nigerian filmmaker.
Your parents?
My parents are Nigerian.
Are they still there, or they're here with you?
They're here. You know, we are all, my siblings and I were all raised here, so
okay,
we have quite a bit of experience over there and over here. That makes sense.
Okay. And your parents, they weren't inspirations in movie writing and movie producing? Were they ever actors or actresses?
It's funny. It's funny because I was really the only person of my family that was into the arts and crafts.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of like the outlier.
Okay.
But yeah, they do support me, and I appreciate their love. Because it's not easy. It's not easy to do something like this. This was a very risky project. We had a lot of setbacks, but we kept pushing through because something told me, the universe told me that like I was destined to make this, and we're done with it now. So like
everything's done.
Everything is done. It was 3.5 years in the making, but we saw it through.
Your team, I want you to give a few shout outs to the ones who made it happen.
Okay, so first of all, shout out to Bobby Redmond. We met as I was doing episode 3. He kind of saw like I was looking for like a writer, and then he messaged me, and then it just came from there. And then what I realized is that we kind of have a different sense of like style and the way of thinking, and he kind of fit in because we just had this chemistry like no other. And then he took the story to new heights. So it's kind of like we would sit, just write, we would debate. And he was someone that I appreciate because he's kind of like the opposite as far as like thinking, thought process. So we would like exchange ideas and just go from there. So yeah, shout out to him. He did his thing, definitely.
Bobby Redmond.
Yeah, he's a great writer, great friend.
Okay.
I appreciate him. Also shout out to Corey Meskin. I met him during episode 2. He specializes in sound usually, but he also does filmmaking as well. And he also has his own project he's working on now. And I appreciate him from coming out and seeing this project through, being a producer. We had a great time together. He added things. He brought a lot of love to the project. His name is marked down on this. He had his own, he had his impression on it for sure. I'm also shout out to, oh my God, there's a lot of people. Do you know that there was over like 100 people on this project?
I believe you.
So it's like I have to go through the whole list. But I'm gonna say shout out to the actors. I'm gonna say all the actors as one person, because the actors, just by being on this project and taking a chance on me, that says something about y'all. Because this project is kind of like, it's like an alien. It's an alien project because I kid you not, like everybody thought this. I just kind of felt like people thought this was wacky because it's science fiction. It's kind of cartoony. It's cheesy. So a lot of people at first were kind of, it's like steering away from it. But when they started seeing the magic manifest, they're like, wait a minute, this is actually kind of tight. So, and everybody that's on this project, they saw what I was trying to do, and they saw that we were trying to be different, but they took a chance on it. And I'm proud of them being on this project. And I wish nothing but the best for all of them because they're great actors. They're talented. And, I just wish that they use this as a platform to keep chasing their dreams, because you got to chase your dreams in life. You have to. You got to take that chance because you never know what you could become.
Never know.
Like, everybody's talented, and you got to see it through. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the actors. Shout out to the other crew members I haven't mentioned. Cameraman, the other producers, assistant producers, so on and so forth. Everybody that came on here to be behind the camera and take a chance on this project. I appreciate y'all because you guys are the reason why this looks like this. Like, you guys held it down on the back end while the actors are doing their thing. So, it was a long process. It was a long journey.
How long?
3.5 years. We had
3.5
ups
years
and downs.
Okay.
Yeah, just consistency. So for them to hold on, even though some were on the right for a little bit, like every second matters, because I'm telling y'all, this series can be the next big thing, and it has potential, and I believe in it, and they believe in me. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for sure.
Hey, no, not a problem, man. This is what we do. We try to put people on the map. There's Miss Cheryl Jack. Miss Fine as Wine. Thank you. Much love to you too. Southside Live Click, man. Southside Live Click is in the building. Miss Fine as Wine. Please share the video for me, Cheryl. Please share the video for me.
Do watch the trailer.
Southside H-Town. I'm gonna play the video again before we end the interview, y'all, in about 20 minutes, about 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna probably play both of the trailers. This is big time shit, man. This ain't no B movie. This ain't no B-rated movie. This is some shit that can be on the big screen. very, very soon. It will be coming out before Christmas time, y'all.
Holidays.
On Tubi. Before the holidays, before the Christmas holidays on Tubi. It's called The Red Box. Everybody, want to put the flyers up again before I play the trailer. The Red Box. Y'all put it in on Instagram at The Red Box. Let me get that comment out of the way so y'all can see the whole flyer. Put at The Red Box in on Instagram. Put hashtag The Red Box series on Facebook. This movie will be out on Tubi during the holidays. Already shared. King, thank you. Cheryl, thank you. She already shared it for me on the south side of H-Town. Let everybody know what's going down. Tubi, this is the producer of the movie. He goes by the name of Ike, everybody. I accidentally called him Mike earlier.
We're about to have some problems.
Yeah, y'all. Thank y'all. The Red Box series, Cheryl. The Red Box series. Put in hashtag The Red Box series. You got it. But when you put in the hashtag at The Red Box, I'm sure everything will come up.
So basically hashtag The Red Box, and on Instagram, The Red Box series. And you can also follow my Instagram at Ike360, because that's where you're going to kind of see more of the interviews from other platforms, and then some behind the scenes. And then if you watch my stories, you can kind of see like the progress in real time. Yes. So, and it's funny because I believe my dad always said this: if it's not documented, it's not done. So I have stories, I have footage from like all the way back to the beginning. So I could low-key make a whole documentary from this. So, you know, it's always important to document your journey.
You got to document.
You have to. So
you got to leave a paper trail, don't you?
You have to, so they can see. Because I told y'all this was made from thin air, and it was.
Yeah. You got to leave a paper trail in whatever you do, so people will see where you came from, and guess what? Where you're going. That's what Ike is talking about right now. Let's get into another trailer for his movie. For those of you who are just now tuning in, share the video for me all over the world. We want to know, we want everybody in the world to know about this upcoming release of a miniseries called The Red Box. Here's another snippet right now.
It's always about him sometimes. Like he never lets things go. There's this box.
Baby. We're good.
Communication is important, Richie. Let her finish.
Everything is possible with this story.
What's this?
Look at the last photo.
Okay. And who is this?
That's Evangelina Valdez, AKA Cherry.
And what's so special about her?
Well, we crossed paths the other day. I didn't have any reason to arrest her, but I know that she was up to something.
That's for a science fair. I'm sorry, officer.
Detective.
Detective, do we have a problem here or what?
So how do we get her to talk?
We don't. But I know who will.
Do you have any special requests?
If they find out how to possess the power of that chest, it could be the end of mankind.
Either you or Cherry leaked some information. Talk.
And you thought it was me. Man, we go back for years now grinding, man. I'm not the snitch, man. I'm not the one who snitched on you, man. You ever thought about Cherry? You know, she's always trying to find ways to use you.
48 hours to give me your box. This is on you.
This is it. We did it. We got the box.
We got the box.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what you thinking? Here. Let me see.
Oh my God. That is for Richie.
I just wanted to make sure it was safe for Daddy.
No, that's what you get for being greedy.
Oh, damn.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Fix it up.
That's
Literally.
dope, man. I
Yeah.
love it, man. I love it, man.
Appreciate it.
Love it, man. 3.5 years in the making, y'all.
3.5 bloody years.
And you're finally about to release it. How does it feel?
Yep. Oh my gosh, like this is a major accomplishment. You know, it took so much out of me, a lot of sacrifices, a lot of burned bridges, but we saw it through to the end. I'm not even saying I'm saying we, the team, we saw it through to the end, because it's so hard to convince people to believe in your dream.
Yes.
You know, but there was something in everybody that just said, okay, I see something.
Yes.
So it's hard. I don't blame anybody, but yeah, this for sure, this is it. This could be the next big thing.
Damn shame you got to burn bridges to make shit happen, don't it?
My gosh.
Damn shame, man. It's a damn shame. Well, I've been on Facebook. I've been on Facebook the past week, and I've seen it so many times. Another burnt bridge, another backstabber, another this, that, another. Man, it gets on my last nerve.
But you know what? I think you know what's crazy? All of that stuff low key made this what it was, because it was to a point where I was like, okay, God is the creator of this story. He's the author, and I'm just a vessel. Because everything we had planned, literally, this is like the opposite. Like there was a lot of stuff we planned in the story, but because of circumstances, it came out another way. But we just let it manifest in itself. So we just like most of this, like a lot of it was a good majority of it wasn't even on the script, but we just kind of like adjusted with the circumstances, and it even made it better. So we just can't let it.
Got a phone call. Phone caller. Thank you for calling Real Talk 100 Radio. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Hey, what's going on, Malcolm? It's AK out of Victoria, brother.
Who is it?
It's AK out of Victoria, man.
What's
Chris Hernandez.
What's going on, my man? What's happening? What's happening?
Nothing too much, boss, man. Yeah, I was scrolling through Facebook, happened to see this. I ain't too much, boss. Just take care of the family. I had a question for the director. Hey, congratulations on your miniseries, boss.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Appreciate
yes, sir. So I do video and film myself, and I was looking into transitioning into doing like directors and the TV series. What advice would you give to someone like me or others out there who are looking into getting into the director, like as far as facing the hardships, the dedication, the time, and then, you know, the responsibilities that will be taken on?
Okay.
He got a stretch for you.
You
Chris.
have to really want it. You have to really want it, and you have to be ready to learn, because it's not always going to be sunshine and roses. You got to be willing to make mistakes and learn, and you have to really want it. And that goes with anything. If you really, really want it, you're going to be able to learn. Also, if you're just starting off, just jump on other people's projects and learn how a film set goes and operates, you know, because with making a series, there's a lot of elements to it. You know, it's not just directing, because as a director, you're basically overseeing every department. So you got to have already have basic knowledge of the camera, the sound, acting, editing. So you have to be willing to learn, and also take a chance, because you never know how good you are. So the sooner you start, the better. But for sure, the greatest thing you can do is try. Like, just go out there and create. Just try, because you never know.
Right on. At what point, like me, I do like commercials, and then I'll do like weddings, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, and that.
Okay.
So I know it's a whole different ball game as far as like lighting and all the other good stuff that you're talking about with the series. So I'm assuming you probably started off the same way. And what got you into the point where you said, you know what, I'm just gonna go all the way. I'm gonna try and do a director and go all the way with this. Cause I know it's very easy to stay comfortable and content with doing like music videos and commercials and things like that. Because it does pay good whenever you get good clients, you do good work. So it does play good. But like, what made you decide just to take that leap? Did you have a very good supportive system? Was it your family, or was it the naysayers that really got you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna prove you wrong?
I'm not gonna lie, we all have naysayers. So that's some of it, the naysayers for sure. But really, it was just it's really what do you want? You know, I wanted to make a series. I wanted to make my own Marvel. I wanted to make my own Stranger Things. I wanted to have my own franchise. So, and this was something I never planned for in the beginning, but it just kind of manifested, and I was like, okay, this is what I want. But you have to ask yourself, what do you want? You know, like you said, you were doing quinceañeras, you were doing music videos. That's good. You know what I'm saying? I started off doing skits. I was just being a funny comedian just on the internet, just making funny videos. And then it got to a point where I kind of evolved, because I never knew I was going to be doing a series. So, you know, and you'll know when it's time to evolve, because you'll know what you really want. So sometimes you might not know what you want immediately, but you just keep putting your head out there and you keep getting involved. And then eventually you kind of know, okay, this is what I want. You know, you might not know what you want now, but you'll know. So you just have to have a desire to keep hustling and keep growing, you know?
Yeah, most definitely, boss. I appreciate the insight, brother.
Nope.
Hey, Malcolm, y'all have a blessed one. Like, once again, hey, congratulations on your new series, and go all the way to the top, man. Godspeed. Y'all be blessed.
We out the mountaintop already.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for calling in, baby boy. Thank you. Please share the video for me, homie.
Please.
Yeah, I sure will, boss. I'm about to do that right now, brother. Y'all be blessed, man. I'll give you a ring whenever I make my way out there.
Yeah.
That's a bet. Thank you.
You know what? You know what's funny?
What's that?
Like, the only thing we're lacking is promotion and marketing. Mm-hmm. And that's the sacrifice I made. I was like, take the product and forego the marketing, or compromise with the product and use half of that money for marketing.
Right.
But that, I'm telling you, if this had a great marketing direction, this would have, like, I'm telling you, it's that good. And humbly,
a budget.
Yeah. So right now we just playing the game as we can, you know, but we missing that marketing aspect of it. So
a marketing budget.
Yeah.
With
things I would do for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Same thing happening here, man. But we're working on it. We got something in the making right now.
Yeah.
And I'll get in your ear after we get off.
Okay.
You probably are already knowledgeable about it, but haven't been able to pull the trigger or whatnot. But we'll wrap off camera. We were in the works with getting that budget together right now. But thank y'all for sharing the video. Thank y'all for the likes, the shares, the comments, and thank you, Mr. Christopher Hernandez, for calling in. Mr. AK up out of the V-Town, out of Victoria, Texas, called in. Thank you for the call, man. Cheryl Jack says, keep pushing my Kings. Southside Live clickers in the building, y'all. She shared the video. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. This is the producer and director of a new miniseries. It's called the Red Box series. It'll be out on Tubi. We want y'all to watch it, man. Like y'all like to say, run the boy numbers up, man. Run his numbers up one time.
Run up the streams.
Run the streams up for him. Christopher Hernandez, give me the muscle up and the 100 sign. Thank you, Chris, for calling in, baby boy. But this is the flyer, one of the flyers that Ike. This is Ike. Ike is his name. This is one of the flyers that he had produced for his upcoming miniseries called The Red Box. It has how many chapters?
It's gonna have 5. It's gonna be 5 chapters right now. Yeah.
Okay. 5 chapters.
Right now we have 5.
This is one of the banners. Here's another. And it's live, y'all. It's gonna have the cartel in it. It's gonna have a pool party scene in it.
Pool party scene.
Gym scene where boxers are gonna be boxing. He's got all kinds of things in this thing, man. And everybody, just to give you a teaser, a verbal teaser, everybody in the movie is going to be after this red box that I just had on the screen. Everybody in the movie is going to be after this red box because this red box possesses power. This is a sci-fi film, sci-fi miniseries. It'll be on Tubi, and that's all I'm going to give you because He gonna beat me up if I give you more than that. This is Ike, the producer and director of the series. Before we get away from here tonight, before we play this, we're gonna play the trailer, the first trailer again to end the show. But before I end it, I want to ask you a question that I ask all movie producers that come through here. I've had 5 or 6 come through so far, and I ask them all the same question because I have a friend of mine who's a videographer too. Miss Angela Vieira is on here. Her husband is an R&B singer named Rob V. If you ever have a singing role, he's an R&B singer in Houston. She's tuned in. Christopher Hernandez says, I'm open to acting if he ever needs any actors or fill-ins. That was AK that just called in.
That's good. If y'all want to contact me, fastest way is on Instagram. Follow me at Ike360. Shoot me a message. We're always looking for actors. I've had a lot of people try to ask me to be in my stuff, and I get them in. So, never be afraid to ask.
Never be afraid to ask. I put his follow name up there in case you missed it. I put it up here. It's up there right now on the screen. Follow Ike360 on Instagram. Here's my question of the night. I'm sorry.
Hold up. Before you ask that question, I got a question too. Okay. Just something.
Okay.
So that pool scene though, man, that pool scene, because I know you excited about it. That pool scene is next level.
Yes, sir.
Like, we got so much going on. Babes, science fiction.
You bring the ladies, the men gonna come, man.
Yeah, that's something spectacular.
He's got the Redbox series. The Redbox series. I did spell it right. Okay. The pool scene, y'all. This is the pool scene he's talking about. I put the flyer up a minute ago.
The pool scene.
The pool scene had me jealous, man. The pool scene had me jealous. Cause look at that man at the pool with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 different women, man, with the red box. Y'all don't see the red box over his right shoulder there, do you? I bet you the red box had something to do with them women being all over him. I bet you that.
You just gotta stay tuned. That pool scene is gonna be something different.
Pool scene. He's got all kinds of scenes in this mini series, y'all, and we want y'all to see it. Keep your ears peeled. Watch his Instagram and his Facebook, and make sure you find out exactly when it's going to drop. It's going to drop on YouTube. It's going to drop on. It's going to drop on Tubi first, and we want you to see it. We want you to see it. We want you to get hooked. Just like I see on Facebook every day. What do I watch? I'm hooked on this and that, but the series is over. What do I watch now? Well, this is one I want y'all to be hooked on. It's called the Redbox series, y'all. And here's my last question of the night before we play our last trailer from the Redbox series. I have another friend who's a aspiring movie producer, and he swears that Houston is not a movie town. What are your thoughts on that? He swears, I got to get out of here. This is not a movie town. And I'm like, dude, there's people making movies everywhere. Why do you think that?
Okay.
They're pushing it. They're pushing it. They're pushing the issue. Anything can get pushed, but it's not naturally a movie town. That's
okay. Here's what I say about that. You're gonna pick your struggle, because Atlanta, LA, those are movie towns for sure. But the problem with Atlanta is it's too saturated. And now I don't really know much about Atlanta, but all I know is that if you're in a city with a lot of people, then there's a lot more competition.
Yes.
But when you're in somewhere like Houston, you might not have access to all the connections that someone like LA would have, but at least you can make something. So you have more resources available to you. It's cheaper. You can get it from the ground running. Or if you can go to a more expensive city and try your luck. But now you got to realize that you're in competition with more people for more resources, and it's going to run up your budget. So Houston is not a film city, and he's right. I don't think it's a film city. People tend to think that you're different if you do stuff like that. But again, it's all about what you want. It's all about your goal. So if you really want it, you can do it in any city. You can do it in Japan. You can do it in Africa. You can do it in Mexico and anywhere you want. Don't let a city limit you from filming. If you want it, you're gonna get it.
And that's exactly what I told him. I'm like, dude, you got to make it happen.
Yeah.
You got to make it happen. Like a lot of artists think Houston's not a music town, and they want to go to Atlanta. They want to go to New York. They want to go to Cali. And it's like, dude, them cities ain't no better than here. I mean,
okay,
this is one of the biggest cities in the world. You make it happen.
And if anything, this is a better city to even make it, because there's like a lot of great places in Houston that people don't even know of. And it's just, there's a lot of convenience here, you know, and it's cheaper to get your stuff out there. If I would have made the Redbox in LA, oh my God,
$1 million.
It would have been even probably
Plus.
like at least 500,000, because now you got to hire actors that are egotistical, that are asking for a lot. You got to pay rent now, and then you got to pay for your project. So there's a reason why I just kind of stayed here and produced it here, because I knew.
Do me a favor. Say it again. Say again what you said about the difference. Okay, you said, let me get my words together. You said the difference in it and ATL and here is that here you'll have more resources. As for in Atlanta, the resources are tapped out because there's so many people there. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So it's like in Atlanta, there's too many people there trying to get the same thing. So because it's too many people, there's only so many spots. So now you're gonna be there just like begging. And the thing with me is that I want people, I want everything to come to me. I don't want to have to go to people. So like I said, this is made from thin air. So if I can make it happen and I can make my own world, my own hub, then that's what I want. Like trying to depend on people for your dreams to take place, you're in for a rude awakening. So if you can make it happen, make it happen. Pick up that camera, click play, learn how to edit, learn how to write, and make it happen. Don't depend on going to another city and waiting for your turn. You know, stay in your hometown and figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Stay in your hometown and figure it out.
Tons of people everywhere.
Tons of people everywhere. And that goes to music artists too. We promote a lot of music in H-Town, man.
Yeah, H-Town is a great city to pursue what you want to pursue. Just because everybody's not doing it, that doesn't mean you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Listen. The man said because everybody ain't doing it, don't mean
convenience. That's the word.
You can't do it. Yes, sir.
Convenience.
I put it up there.
Yeah.
I put it up there just for you. Yes, sir. Miss Cheryl Jack said Houston is a movie town. A lot of early big movies were done right here in Houston, Texas. That's what Cheryl Jack says. Brooklyn Sun, she has a radio show here too with her host, Mr. Inyar Zulu. They have a show every Tuesday night from 8:30 to 10:30. It's called He's gonna kill me.
A show. What kind of show?
It's a deeply rooted show. It's very philosophical. They have a lot of deep conversations, and I am brainstorming right now as I'm talking to you. But it is called the Rely Radio Show. Rely is spelled differently. It's not spelled like me and you spell it.
R-E-L-I.
It's not spelled R-E-L-Y. It's spelled R-A-U-L-I. It stands for Rebooting and Uniting Lost Energies. Very deep and philosophical show, y'all. We want y'all to tune in to it every Tuesday night. I'm going to put their flyer up right quick so you'll know exactly.
Was that an invite?
What I'm talking about?
Are they on the show?
Brooklyn. He's asking to be on the show.
Can I jump on the show sometime, Miss Brooklyn?
He's asking to be on the show, Brooklyn. And Inyar, I saw Inyar's name up here a few minutes ago. He was in here viewing. Y'all share the video. Christopher Hernandez already shared it. Brooklyn Sun, please share the video. Cheryl Jack, Angela Vieira already shared the video. Everybody share,
Please, share it.
And tap that love and like button about 1 million times. This is the Rely Radio Show. Brooklyn and Inyar, the man wants to be on your radio show Tuesday nights from 8:30 to 10:30 every Tuesday night. Very deep and philosophical show. If you're very much into deep and philosophical and community oriented conversations, this is the show for you.
Exactly.
All right. Now back to the interview, y'all. We have some more comments. I do not want to ignore our commenters before we end the show. I'm going to get them in right quick. Cheryl Jack already said it's a movie town. Resources. Christopher Hernandez is still here with us. He says, I'll be getting with you soon on some of your shows you got around the States and in Houston, working on setting up a tour with Justin Case, talking to him the other day, and he's ready to work. Justin Case is right here in Houston too, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Christopher Hernandez. Christopher Hernandez also says, Send me some of your husband's music through Messenger. Oh, he's talking to Angela.
I was like, wait, husband? Whoa.
Moving too fast, man. I'm sure he's talking to Angela Vieira. His name is Rob V. He's a R&B singer here in Houston. She says, Christopher says, send me some of your husband's music through Messenger. I may be able to get him networked in with features with artists I'm connected with. Awesome, Chris Fernandez. That's Mr. AK, y'all, out of Victoria, Texas, tuned in. Brooklyn Sun says, beautifully spoken. She's listening to you. Brooklyn
Appreciate
says,
it, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn says, I'm certain we can make that happen. Put you on the show is what she's
Appreciate it.
referring
And
to.
then you can reach me out on, if she has an Instagram, at Ike360. You know, you can send me a message, and I'd love to be on the show.
Brooklyn Sun, that is his follow name right there. Everybody go give him a follow. This is the
follow button.
This is a producer and director of a new miniseries called the Red Box series.
Red Box.
I'm gonna end the show tonight in just a few minutes, but I want to let y'all see the flyers for those of you who are just now tuned in. Number one, that's his follow name on Instagram, Ike360. This is one of the flyers that he had produced for the movie. And then I'm going to put up another flyer he produced for the movie. The movie, in a nutshell, is all about this red box right here. All of the people to the left are all searching for this red box because the red box has special powers. And that's all we're going to tell you. But it's something like the Lord of the Rings. Am I close?
The Lord of the Rings. If you watch Stranger Things, that was a huge inspiration because Stranger Things is about the supernatural.
Okay.
And there's a whole different demographic of people, like, you know, trying to solve the cases and the mysteries and stuff. So a lot of Stranger Things influence Indiana Jones.
I've never
as
seen
well.
that one. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things is a huge show on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another show. Like, if you like The Hunger Games, it has some similarities, you know.
The Hunger Games, I have seen that one.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's basically we're trying to make it like the next franchise. So, you know, we're trying to merch it. You know, we have a lot of plans if it takes off. Once it takes off.
Once it takes off.
Yeah,
Not
you know.
if. Once.
Once.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brooklyn gets on me all the time about that. When I'll say something like you just said, if it happens, she's like, no, speak it into existence. Ain't that right, Brooklyn? I love that girl. Brooklyn Sun is in the building. But hey, y'all, share this video all over the world. Brooklyn said, if movies and music is about the art and creativity, then any town, place is a music or movie town.
Yeah.
She
It's what
agrees.
you make of it. There's always like an underground scene of filmmakers or musicians. You know, Houston has an underground for sure. You know,
Yes.
we out here.
Deep.
We deep. This series was made in the underground, all the way to the depths of the underground, and now it's emerging.
Now it's emerging. It's
Yeah.
coming out of the earth.
It's coming out.
like a volcano, just coming out of the earth, y'all. Chris Fernandez, Mr. AK says, if I was to be able to gather some fellow videographers and filmmakers, would you be interested in doing a small seminar to help guide and influence our direction in pursuing directing?
Yeah, for sure. I've never done a seminar before, but I would be interested. I have a lot of knowledge and experience, so I think I can enlighten people. That's what I am now. Right now, I'm the light. I'm the way, the truth, and the light. So I have to spread the knowledge. Yeah.
Spread the knowledge. That's what I like, man. Spread the knowledge. Don't hold it in.
Yeah.
Don't hold it in. We
Yeah.
talk about that all the time. People
have
like
to
to
help.
have knowledge and hold it. It's mine. It's
Selfish
mine.
people.
Selfish.
Yeah, but we have to help others. You know, just as I've achieved my dream.
Yes.
I want other people to not give up on theirs.
Not give up. Don't give up on your dreams, y'all.
Don't.
Make it happen. We've talked about it throughout this entire interview. Make it happen. Just like Brooklyn Sun has already said, just like Cheryl Jacks already said, make it happen.
Just hit me on Instagram if y'all want to contact me any further. I'm down for anything. You know, let's work. Let's make the magic happen.
Make the magic happen. Hit him up in his inbox right here on the screen, right there on the screen up under your nose. Ike360 on Instagram. Once you get to know him better, I'm sure he'll give you his government name on Facebook. I already know it. I did some homework and stalked him, y'all, until I found it. I put hashtag the Red Box series in on Facebook and find out all the information. He also has an Instagram page, the Red Box series on Instagram. put at the Redbox Series on Instagram and hashtag the Redbox Series on Facebook. He also has a YouTube page. This is Ike 360.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about the YouTube page real quick. So my
Okay.
YouTube channel is Ike TV, IKE-TV.
Oh,
and yeah, I think you should type that in because that's how I started. So
Ike TV.
Ike TV, yeah.
Okay.
And on my YouTube page, if you go to my old stuff, you'll kind of see my progression. So you can kind of see how I started off really bad, and my stuff just started to get better. So you can kind of see the origin.
It was that bad, man.
It was bad, but it was bad. It was bad. It was good bad. It was good in a bad way.
Okay.
But you kind of see, okay, this is his style, and you can kind of see the growth, and you can kind of see why the Redbox is this good because I was putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? I was putting in the work.
Got to put that work in, though, don't you, man?
You have to.
Got to put that work in, man. What college did you go to, man? I every time I hear you speak, I'm like, yep, that's how I used to talk on campus.
Okay.
What college did you go to, man?
So I went to U of H for 2 years, from 2012 to 2014, and then from 2014 to 2018, I attended UTSA.
San Antonio.
San Antonio, yeah.
Went to San Antonio.
Yeah.
We played against them a couple times. I was there as a cheerleader. I'm talking about our basketball team because I never could hoop. But yeah, we went down there.
I'm not gonna lie, but prior to film, I wanted to be in the NBA. Like I could never figure out my jump shot and my handles, and I just gave up on it.
I gave up too, man. Yeah. Swimming, I wanted to be a swimmer, and I wanted to play basketball, but I couldn't get that. So I stuck to my track, my football, and my baseball. I was pretty good at all three of those. Yeah. Pretty good till I broke my ankle. Y'all share the video all over the world, y'all. I'm gonna end this interview in just a few moments with one more trailer. I've already played two of them. I already played the two that I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna give him direction. I'm gonna give him authority to tell me which video to play last. But I want y'all to share the video. I want y'all to like the video. I want you to hit the like and love button 1,000,000 times for me to let your friends, to alert your friends and family that this video is going on or it was going on. I want y'all to like, share, comment. I want you to follow Ike TV on YouTube. I want you to also follow Ike 360 on Instagram. I want you to make sure y'all keep your ears open to his pages to make sure you know when this movie's coming out. This miniseries is coming out. It's called the Redbox series. That's what this interview was all about. Before we get out of here tonight, Ike, is there anything that we missed in this interview that you want our listening audience to know about Ike, about the movie?
So yeah, the story, okay, I'm not like humbly, I think it's too ahead of its time. It's that good. It's too ahead of its time. When you watch it, you're gonna be like, dang, y'all did this? Where did this come from? So it's gonna hit you guys like a baseball going at 95 miles per hour.
Damn.
So it's good. Like I am telling you, we have the best show in Houston. This is the greatest show in Houston, and we're coming. You know, we're coming. Like it took us long, but we're coming. And I really want everybody to watch this, share it, because this is going to be the next big thing. And I believe
this is going to be the next big thing. You know who you sound like, right? You sound like my boy Dion. You say you coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
The Redbox series is coming, y'all. I'm going to end this show tonight by saying, first of all, thank you again. Thank you again for coming through and letting our city and the nation and the whole world know about the Redbox series. I'm going to end this show tonight with a trailer from his movie, and I'm going to let him tell me which one is going to have the most impact at the end of the show.
Okay. So I get to choose the trailer?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go with the series trailer number 2.
Series trailer number 2.
Yeah.
Got you. I got it queued up, everybody. Y'all enjoy this trailer as we end this show. This has been another edition of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show on Real Talk 100 Radio. If you would like to be seated right where Ike is to highlight and create awareness about your brand, your music, your organization, or your event, all you have to do is text interview or promo or I want to be a sponsor to 936-333-1969. Good night, everybody. Y'all enjoy this trailer and share the video. Share the video. Share the video.
It's always about him sometimes. Like he never lets things go. There's this box.
Baby, We're good.
Communication is important, Richie. Let her finish.
Everything is possible with this story.
What's this?
Look at the last photo.
Okay. And who is this?
That's Evangelina Valdez, AKA Cherry.
And what's so special about her?
Well, we crossed paths the other day. I didn't have any reason to arrest her, but I know that she was up to something.
That's for a science fair. I'm sorry, officer.
Detective.
Detective, do we have a problem here or what?
So how do we get her to talk?
We don't. But I know who will.
Do you have any special requests?
If they find out how to possess the power of that chess, it could be the end of mankind.
Either you or Cherry leaked some information. Talk.
And you thought it was me. Man, we go back for years now grinding, man. I'm not the snitch, man. I'm not the one who snitched on you, man. You ever thought about Cherry? You know, she's always trying to find ways to use you.
You have 48 hours to give me your box. This is on you.
This is it. We did it. We got the
Yes, we got
Ooh.
the five.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, what you thinking here? Let me see.
Oh my God. That is for Richie. I just want to make sure it was safe for Daddy.
No, that's what you get for being greedy.
Damn.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Is the magic, Ike likes to say. Magic is in the making, y'all. The Red Box series is the name of what you just watched. Get ready for it to be on YouTube during the holidays, the Christmas holidays, on Tubi. Watch his pages at Ike TV on YouTube,
Yeah.
as is on the screen right now. Also follow his page at the Red Box series, on IG. That is on the page right now. It's on the screen right now. The Red Box series on IG. Follow the Red Box series for updates when this movie will actually be hitting the big screen on Tubi. Tubi. Salute to Tubi for giving producers like Ike opportunities.
Don't sleep on Tubi.
Don't sleep on
There's
Tubi.
a lot of great content on Tubi.
A lot of great content. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. Thank you. This has been another edition of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show on Real Talk 100 Radio. But y'all keep it locked to Real Talk 100 Radio the rest of the night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, because we get on for the underground and we play underground music a lot. We play 90s and 2000s hip hop and R&B greatest hits a lot, and we play a lot of music for the old heads here at Real Talk 100 Radio. A lot of Southern soul is played here. Y'all tune in by going to our Facebook page and clicking the link in our bio. I believe it's still on our YouTube too, but we took it down momentarily. I can't remember if it's still there, But go to our Facebook page for sure. Click the link in our bio and get your jam on. If you would like to be where Ike is, I put it in the comments, y'all. Just give us a text at 936-333-1969. Text promo, text sponsor, text interview, and we'll have you sitting right here soon. Good night, everybody. This is Malcolm from Real Talk 100 Radio. Peace, love, and have grease, right? Peace.
Not everybody.
Everybody. I ain't even got no help.